Now in Granada, time to catch up with all the week's happenings in Coronation Street.
Morning, Biddy.
Morning.
Do you know what I found him?
Surprise me.
In the fridge. Talk about a chilly welcome.
Oh, right. Well, thanks very much.
So it's either early senility or a member of the opposite gender. And I can't see too many grey hairs sprouting just yet.
Haven't you got a demonstration to go to or something?
And I know I'm only the lodger, mate, but I have got a very bendable ear. Is it Steph?
Look, everything's fine now. Get lost.
It can't be Maxine. Never really took much interest in it. Which confuses me, I've got to say.
You looking for somewhere else to live?
Oh, which is code for shut your face, Andrew.
Oh, at last. Right. No, it's not Steph. It's not Maxine. It's me. Keep asking myself questions about my life and coming up with no answers.
Been there, done that.
In that case, you'll understand why I'm keen not to harp on about it.
All right, fair enough. Just hope all this navel gazing hasn't upset your right foot.
What?
What? Dynamo Colliers 0, Rovers Real 10.
Oh, no, that's not tonight.
It is tonight, 7 o'clock on the dot. We're counting on you, Desmond.
I wouldn't advise anyone to do that at the moment.
Who's this for?
There's only you and me living here, and it's certainly not for me.
I see. Well, I think I know what this is all about. It's about guilt, isn't it?
What?
Well, you making me feel a bit more guilty than I already feel, you know? Mind you, don't suppose I can blame you.
I just wanted to make a proper breakfast for a change. There's no hidden agenda.
Well, I don't deserve it, not after all the things I said.
You've had provocation.
How come you're sticking up for me all of a sudden? Up till now I've been the bad guy in all this.
I'm just trying to see both sides, that's all.
Yeah. Look, I'm in this mess, Liz, through nobody's fault but my own. I mean, all right. Baldwin had a big part of, I suppose, sacking me, but...
Yeah, well, that's history. Let's not get into it again.
No, you're right. He's not worth wasting my breath over. Look, I've said sorry about all the recent aggro and that, and, well, I'd like to put it all behind us. That's what I really want.
Me too. I've got to go.
It's early yet.
Yeah, I know, but I've got a few errands to do. Dry cleaners and that. Enjoy your breakfast.
You're keen, aren't you? 08:30 I was told to start work. 08:30 I was here.
That must be what? Only 3 minutes past now?
If there's one thing I've always been punctilious about, it's time. Punctuality is the politeness of princes.
Fair enough. I'll take your word for it.
Of course you must go in. What would they think of you if you skive off?
The words of a better man than I. Frankly, my dear, I couldn't give a damn.
It give. I don't give a damn. Thought Gable.
Mother, will you stop it? Can't you see Reg is upset?
I was only saying, everybody gets it wrong.
Anyway, isn't a better man? I prefer you any day to Rhett Butler.
Oh, there's no accounting for taste.
Well, thank you for your support, my dear, because right now my morale is so low you'd need a hydraulic crane to lift it.
You know, this isn't like you, Reg, because you used to be such a fighter.
Yes, I just say it used to be, before I had the stuffing knocked out of me by this wretched flashing business.
Nobody believes it's you. Oh, it's so unfair.
Yes, particularly since I've had to turn down a plum job because of it, and incurred Eric Furman's wrath by so doing, a double whammy in spades, to mix a metaphor.
Surely he understands.
All he understands is I've dropped him in it. Not can easily forgive that, is he? In fact, I shouldn't be surprised if early redundancy isn't looming like a black vulture on the horizon.
Well, we've agreed you've done the right thing by staying and facing up to those gossips.
Yes, and as your mother so succinctly puts it, better than running away and being branded for life. I just wish it felt like the right thing.
Hey, you're coming to watch us tonight, Mr. Holder. I'm playing for the Rovers. We're gonna hammer them.
Oh, yes, you do that, lad. You put up a good fight. It's nice to know that somebody still can.
Hey, can I have a bottle of that stuff with glucose in it? Hey, I wonder what Cantona drinks before a game.
Morning, Liz.
Morning.
Could I have a word?
I was going to...
It won't take a minute.
Before you say anything, I want you to forget that what happened.
You mean that we had a snog?
You make us sound like a couple of teenagers.
Well, I was going to say 10 out of 10 passionate kiss on the Richter scale, but I thought you wouldn't like that either. Although that's what it was.
It was a silly moment that only happened because I was upset and...
And now I'm a randy fella who takes advantage of any tearful female.
Will you stop making silly jokes? Though, of course, I suppose that's all it is to you, just a joke.
Give me some credit, Liz. We both know it was no joke, nor was it a silly moment.
Des, please don't make me feel worse than I do already.
Hey, lighten up. It's not like I broke the 7th commandment. Is it the 7th?
I still feel terrible. Guilty about Jim. Embarrassed.
Yeah. I'm not embarrassed.
You're not married.
Fair point. But don't ask me to forget it. Some things like that are not easily forgotten.
I don't want to hear this.
Mrs. MacDonald, are you in there?
I'm coming, Mr. Sugden. Please, Des, let's just drop it.
Ah, there you are. No offence, miss, but on the odd occasion I do come in. I like to deal with people I know.
How can I help you, Mr. Sugden?
Well, I'm not normally having to have gambling, but I've got to have one on this filly. I'll have a small flutter on this one. I want 20 pence each way on catering core.
20 pence.
Each way. That's 40 pence, and I'll pay the tax as well. That's 44 pence in all.
Did say small, didn't they?
Thank you.
So why are you not coming? Because on my personal top 10 of boring things to do, watching football comes third, after golf, with cricket a clear winner.
I don't know, I quite like cricket. All them hunky men in the whites.
How about you, Phyllis? Are you going to be cheering him on tonight, then?
What, and miss my Desmond's twinkling little legs on that pitch? You try and stop me.
This wicked woman has got a thing about men's legs.
Just legs.
I don't know, she's right there. I mean, Des has got nice chunky legs. Match the rest of him.
Hey, listen, I don't want to be nosy.
Oh, why not? Everyone else around here is.
Are you two still an atom?
Only when he's got nothing better to do.
Do I detect a touch of the green-eyed monster there, Ms. Middleton?
No, it's not her type. She fancies the ones with flat bums.
$9.99.
You know what type I go for? The Steve McDonald type. The dirty blonde sort of look, if you like that kind of thing. He's not exactly a Will Carlin, though, is he?
Yeah, well, whatever he is, he's a was as far as I'm concerned because he's somebody else's problem now.
Any road you're better off without him. A lovely girl like you.
The only problem there, Mrs. Pearce, is that all the men that I ever meet are either stupid, not interested, or married.
Yeah, well, I've got news for you. It gets no better as you get older. Of course, I was lucky.
So was I.
Yeah, you two ought to pair up together and go out on pull.
Yeah, find ourselves a nice father and son, eh, Fee?
Grandfather, father, son. If you're going out pulling, I'm gonna sign on.
So, how are you getting on with your new Oppo?
Do you really want to know?
Ooh, why do I get the feeling I shouldn't be asking this
I
question?
tell you, here's how it goes. 8:30 hours is nibs, clocks on a dot notice. 10:30 hours, 10-minute tea break. 10:40, tea break over. Not 10:39, 10:41, 10:40, precisely, on the dot. Peep, peep, peep.
Sounds about right for a 10-minute tea break.
Yeah, it sounds about right. To me, that's, well, I mean, all right, if it was in 11 minutes.
No, it gets worse, I
well.
told you. 1,200 hours, lunch break. Working with Percy Sugden would be a soft option to Barry the mechanical man.
Well, at least I've not heard from Reg, so that must be a good sign.
Why must it?
Well, if Eric had been on to have another go, then Reg would have rung me. You see, Mother, what people don't realise about Reg, that he's really a vulnerable little boy under that sophisticated veneer. That's what I love about him.
Do you know, sometimes I look at you, Maureen, and I wonder if they're going to switch babies in that maternity ward. Come to think of it, there were a dizzy woman in the next bed, and she had your colouring. Mind you, she gave birth to a lad, as I recall, so I think we'd have noticed.
Sean called. He said, will you phone him? And a guy called Ron Frost said, will I remind you about tomorrow?
Oh, stag night, yeah? Well, I'm not going. Been doing my best to avoid you. Hope you noticed.
And how long can you carry on doing that for? Des, I've been thinking, maybe it'd be better if I left.
Funny that. I was thinking along the same lines myself.
All right. So when should I go?
Not you. Me. I'll have a word with Sean. See if there's any chance of a transfer.
Do that.
If it'd make you happy. Would it?
Well, it would be the sensible thing.
You didn't answer me.
We obviously can't carry on working together.
Unless we have a set of ground rules.
Such as?
Well, promise to stick to a strictly business relationship.
And could I trust you to keep to that?
No.
The new Black & Decker Workbox is a workmate that can squeeze into the tightest of spaces. It has adjustable precision clamping, it's guaranteed for 2 years, and it carries the things you need to get the job done. With the new Workbox from Black & Decker, the possibilities are endless.
Breakaway, have a winter stay, have a trip, a real life dream, have a taste of a cuisine, have a dive, you'll have a ball, have it all in Israel.
To keep your family's clothes wonderfully white, Fairy introduce a new improved liquid that gives your whole family's wash a brilliant new fairy whiteness. And it's still as caring as it's always been. If you want them to be bright, new improved Fairy is a touch of brilliance for your family's whites.
And to my family, I leave the sum of £9.99, so that they may enjoy dinner in my honour.
It can't be legal. The KFC family feast. 8 pieces of chicken, fries, barbecue beans, coleslaw, and a family dessert. All for just £9.99.
And the rest of my multi-million-pound fortune I leave to Elsie, my beloved cat.
KFC makes a meal a feast.
There's an old saying, a penny saved is a penny earned. The Yorkshire farmers who founded Asda knew that. So they decided that to give their customers the best value in the land, they should offer them permanently low prices. Good, honest value, always. This Christmas at Asda, we've over 200 beers from around the world, all at prices that have been constantly checked to make sure they stay low, permanently low. In fact, if you buy the same beer, crisps or snacks cheaper anywhere else, we'll give you your money back. That's a promise. That's Asda price.
The eggs hatch. At once, the first instinct of the young is to cry out for food.
You can say that again.
And while the female devotes herself to caring for her brood, the male, the provider, goes out to forage. Then, inevitably, the moment comes when the young are ready to spread their wings and leave the nest. And now, the nest is empty.
Oh, that was pure skill.
Nice to see you. Hi, Mum. How you doing?
How you doing there, big brother?
She's all ready for you, Mr. Ferguson.
Bar the oil change.
Thought you said you'd done the service.
Bar the oil change. Do that first thing.
I promised the customer he could have it tonight.
Oh, sorry. 17:30 hours. Knocking off time.
You don't clock off in the middle of a job.
I've worked the hours I'm paid for.
Look, if it's the overtime you're after.
Oh, no. 8-hour days long enough.
Yeah, well, it's not the way we operate here, mate.
Well, it's the way I operate, and no one's found fault before.
Oh, bully for them. It doesn't suit MVB.
So what are you saying?
Look, if you're not willing to be a bit more flexible, I can't see how we can work together.
Let me get this straight. Are you giving me my cards?
Well, you've left me no other option.
Oh, you're a chippy little so-and-so, aren't you?
Yeah, and I'm also the one who carries the can when things go wrong.
Right. Well, we'll see what Mr. Baldwin has to say about this.
Sorry about that, Mr. Ferguson. Slight hitch. Can you come back in half an hour?
Right, then. Are we all set?
You what?
You what?
You what? You what?
You what? For the footy!
Oh.
Come on, all the lads are ready.
Nah, I've got a job to finish. Gonna have to count me out, lads.
Hey?
Right, that's it. This has got to stop. Are you listening to me?
Of course.
I mean it, Des.
I know.
Then don't stand there smirking.
Actually, I was thinking what fabulous eyes you've got. Windows to the soul, those, you know.
Please, Des, don't. I nearly wrecked my marriage once before. I'm not going to do it a second time.
I thought Jim was doing a pretty good job without your help.
That is not fair. He's had a lot of bad luck.
Hey, I'm not the one who's been complaining about his drinking, his self-pity and his temper.
Yeah, well, that was wrong of me. And disloyal, especially to you.
What are friends for?
Don't tease me.
Who's teasing? We are friends, aren't we?
Platonic friends, and that's how it's going to stay.
You any idea how unconvincing you sound?
This is insane. For one thing...
You're married, I know you've said.
Yeah, and I'm years older than you.
Not that many.
Why me? Find somebody else. What about that Maxine?
I don't like silly little girls. But then again, you know that, don't you?
There will be lights on, he's got it.
No chance.
There you go, I told you still be here. Hi, Mum.
All right. So come on then, shift yourself. We're all waiting to go.
We'll have to manage without me.
What? Not you as well. What is it with these lot, eh?
Des, you can't let us down at the last minute.
I told you to find someone else.
Oh, well, we'll give Giggsy a quick ring, eh? See if he's free.
Des, I'm not joking. We're playing in about an hour, you know.
I'm sorry, it's not my problem.
Not my problem.
Brilliant. Flipping brilliant.
All right then. Well, at least you can do is tell him yourself you're bottling out.
Nice one.
I don't believe him, can you?
Absolutely.
They begged me to go. I said no chance. Not after wading through Norman off the team. You got to make a stand.
Yeah, well, very admirable, Percy, but if you don't mind, I'd like to shut. Oh.
I want to speak to Mr. Baldwin.
Well, you'd have to wait till tomorrow. He's out of town.
That young whippersnapper's only tried to sack me. I told him, I said, your hubby'll soon put him in his place. Oh, I'll have a cup of tea while I'm here, and a bun.
Hey, hang on, we're shut.
He's here.
No, not any longer, he's not. Come along, Percy.
Thank
you both very much,
Thank
gentlemen.
you.
And good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Right, good night.
Bye-bye.
Hey, you coming to watch? I'm playing.
Only reason we'd go, Nico.
No, forget work, Kev. We're not taking no for an answer, mate, all right?
Yeah, we can't play with a man short,
No,
can
but
we?
we will settle for a short man.
Hey,
You've
careful.
been nasty to my Kevin. I'm going to get the girls to cheer for the other side.
All right,
Most
well,
will be
well,
anyway with Tony Horrocks on team.
Not Tony Horrocks. You mean the Tony Horrocks? Who the hell is Tony Horrocks?
Mandy from Laundrette says he's well tasty.
Yeah, a brainless himbo.
Yeah, but he's an ex-footballer.
Are you eavesdropping?
Well, one down, one to go. Come on.
In the car, sunshine.
Thought I told you to find someone else.
Oh, come on. Hey, Dad, what about you? Do you fancy filling in for this misery guts here?
Five-a-side, I'm playing.
No, not tonight, I'm afraid, gentlemen. I'm taking my wife home for a steak down, and Freddie Elliott says she'll cut like a knife through butter.
Jim, you don't have to.
Well, I know I don't have to, but I want to, so all the best, guys.
See you later.
Right, girls.
Oh, come on.
Well, what we're waiting for then? Let's get on the pitch.
Absolutely. This son, girls in the back.
Hey, have you room for two little uns?
Of course we have.
Drop shot. I've told you I'm not coming, woman. Get in, shut up, and do as you're told for once.
You can fit in here.
Nothing but a meaningful silence from that quarter all day.
Well, that's good. Because if he was really cross, that he'd be on for pressuring you to change your mind.
Not here, if you only get one bite of the cherry with him.
You're not still worried, are you, that he's going to try and get rid of you just out of pique?
No, not important enough for that. A mere speck of dust in his cosmic schemes. Small cog. Turned out a chance to be a big cog. See, men like Eric Furman, they've got no patience with failures, Maureen.
Reg, you are not a failure and far from it. Now, look, I'm going to close up here early and I'm going to take you for a little drink.
Oh, go on, Ems! Go on! Go on, kick it, eh? Go on, Desi! Pass it on! Go on, give it some!
That big goon's hurt him. I'm going to go and...
It's all right, love, he's having a moan.
Hey, sorry, mate, you okay?
Easy ball, easy ball.
Who's that then? Tony Horrocks? Brainless himbo?
Not for me.
Oh, sorry, love. Look, if it's the wine, I've got some more, some different...
No, it's fine.
Did I put too much mustard on?
I'm just not very hungry. Jim, you shouldn't have gone to all this trouble.
Oh, not at all. It's the least I can do. You working all day. Liz, you look shattered. Is it Des?
What?
Is he pushing you too hard?
No, it's very considerate.
Well, come on, try and eat up. I can't promise you a meal every night once I'm working, you know what I mean?
Jim, just stop, all right? Stop trying to pretend everything's okay.
Well, it is, isn't it? Not perfect, I know that. I'm not completely stupid. But on the mend. Or have I got that wrong too?
I want everything to be right between us as well. It's just we can't force it.
Right, well, if that's what we both want, then that's half the battle. I'm not asking you to forget what a buck idiot I've been. Just give me another chance. You and I have got too much to lose, Liz. Well, go on, say something, even if it's only get stuffed.
You're right. We've got too much to lose.
Well, at least we agree on something. Now for the naughty bit. Apple pie. I got it from the cake shop down Kitchener Street. The man guarantees practically no calories.
Wait, famished after all that exercise? Do you fancy a curry later?
I'm off curry's dodgy stomach.
Hey, did you see that curler? I only just missed.
Yeah, naff off, Nick. How about Chinese? It's light.
Hey, I'll go for a chow mein with you.
All right. Oh, Andy. Perfect. Oh. Well, this will be your landlord anyway. What? I mean, I've heard of road rage. She's got fussy rage, Johnny. Playing like a madman.
Don't knock it, pal. He's the only one that scored for us so far.
Hey, Martin, how do I go about playing for Manchester boys then?
They're telling me name's Platt, that should swing it.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not his name, is it?
Hey, who's your bird's mate?
It's not my bird. The other one's Fiona.
Where you go wrong, when they come forward, you leave your defences wide open. Now, they're still at Norman on the team.
Dirty swine. Get out.
I wanted the moon and stars for you, my love. Instead, small-time manager in a small-time store. Sum total of all my achievements.
You were perfectly happy before this other thing cropped up.
Yes, but only because I saw it as a step onto the yellow brick road, and not a cul-de-sac on which I'll now rot until my retirement.
You want to get out more.
I am out.
No, you know what I mean. Have a social life, meet people.
Do you know you're the second person today who's told me I should be out scouting for men?
No, friends, not necessarily men.
Why do they all want to get me paired off? If I can't be with Sam here, I'd rather be on my own. Nobody else could match up. I suppose you think I'm punty.
No. I think you two are very lucky to love each other the way you did. Wish I'd had that.
Oh, hey, are we welcome to the Conquering Heroes then?
No, we got beat 4-2.
No, but both of those were both brilliant, and you got bang on for.
Yeah, bang on for. What's your secret, sunshine?
Frustration, mate, frustration.
Hey,
Sorry about the leg, Kev.
Oh, it's all right. It was an accident.
Hey, his back's twinging now.
Hey, have you met me personal bodyguard? Also doubles as my wife, Sal. This is Tony.
Pleased to meet you, Sally. He's told me a lot about you.
Hey, you know each other.
Yeah, Tony's in the same line of business, only it's much posher where he works. There's about a dozen of them. It's all high-tech stuff. It's more like Starship Enterprise than a garage.
Yours is a two-handed outfit, right?
Single-handed at the moment.
Yeah, and it's wearing him out, so the last thing he needs is a gammy leg and a bad back
Hey,
on top.
she doesn't forgive easy, my little Rottweiler dear.
How about I buy you both a drink? Least I can do.
I'll have a pint.
Can I get you one as well, Fiona?
How do you know my name?
I asked.
Now then, sit yourself down. I'll get you a brandy. Hey?
No, I'm doing this.
Oh, go on then.
Now, you do as Nurse Plant tells you. You've had a nasty shock.
Go on then. You know, I've never had so much fun in my life. And if Percy's going to make a fuss of me, I'm not going to stop him.
Hey, Phyllis, you were wonderful.
Oh,
Hey, she's a star. This lady's a heroine, you know that?
Yeah, caught it red-handed, didn't you, Phyllis? If that's the appropriate phrase.
Weren't you upset?
Was I said to him, just a minute while I get my glasses out. He went as white as a sheet and then he tried to get away. That's when I clobbered him with my handbag.
Who's this, Phyllis?
It's the Flasher.
You mean?
The Phantom Flash has finally been caught, thanks to Phyllis.
I'm finally off the hook. They've caught him. You know what this means, don't you? We can go to Lowestoft after all.
You know Daz is good value, right? But did you know just how good? Especially when compared to some other leading brands. We asked people what they thought.
Don't think there's a lot of difference between them all.
Not a lot in it, really.
Not much difference in price at all.
So, what is the actual difference? It could be as much as this.
A loaf of bread.
I can't believe it. It's really 30 pence cheaper.
Yeah, I never thought it'd be that much.
You worked that out over a year. It's quite a heck of a saving.
So go on, check Daz yourself against other leading brands. For whiteness and value, use your loaf.
You look awful. I've got one remedy for all your symptoms. Beecham's All-in-One. This will relieve your blocked nose, your shivers, and your cough. In fact, Beecham's All-in-One relieves every cold symptom that's going. It also helps to clear your head. Next!
Beecham's All-in-One. All-round relief from cold symptoms. There's an old saying, a penny saved is a penny earned. The Yorkshire farmers who founded Asda knew that. So they decided that to give their customers the best value in the land, they should offer them permanently low prices. Good, honest value, always. This Christmas at Asda, we've over 200 beers from around the world, all at prices that have been constantly checked to make sure they stay low, permanently low. In fact, if you buy the same beer, crisps or snacks cheaper anywhere else, we'll give you your money back. That's a promise. That's Asda price.
Your nose is all red.
Yours is too.
Is it?
Yes. It's this nasty cold weather. It can make your hands red too if you're not careful.
Your hands aren't red. Are you careful?
Fairy is.
No. I mean, new. Milder. What's milder mean?
Well, in cold weather, it's even better at helping to keep my hands soft.
And not red. I've got an idea. Now you won't have red noses anymore.
You're the new veterinary? Yes. You'll be off to see Mrs. Drummond then. Well, yes. Oh, be easy. Here you are, sir. Thanks. Off to see Mrs. Drummond, are you? Yes.
Won't be easy. You want me to be your housekeeper?
My predecessor recommended you very highly.
Your predecessor was a miser. He was a skinflint. He was a penny-pinching Scrooge.
He was too mean even to buy decent coffee. And I'm not sure I want to go through all that again.
No taste like Nescafe, is there?
No harm in ringing and asking.
What's the point, eh?
You never know.
No, I mean, he wanted something starting Monday, see? He's not going to be sat on his backside waiting to see if I'd clear my name and change my mind, is he?
I don't understand this. You were all enthused last night when you heard they'd caught that flasher.
Yes, I was last night.
We'll be able to go to Lowestoft now, Maureen.
Yes, but in the clear light of dawn, it's reasonable to assume he'd have changed his mind. And it'll have gone. The job, it'll have gone, the job.
Well, you didn't want to live in Lowestoft any road.
Well, yes, I did.
But our Maureen didn't.
Mother.
It's practically abroad.
What? Norfolk?
Just ring and ask.
No. Life has dealt me a blow, Maureen. And I'm not going through all that hope and optimism again just to have it crushed when I pick up a telephone.
Well, you'll be kicking yourself when you find out that he hadn't offered that job to anybody while today.
You see, you're just getting me to raise hopes, aren't you?
All right. I'll tell you what, I won't say anything more on this subject.
God, I should have took that job, you know. Not giving a damn what people think round here, because they'd have caught that flasher, and they'd have all known it wasn't me.
Well, there's no point in crying over spoilt frozen goods.
No. There's naught I can do, is there? I've no recourse to anything now. We ought to call that flasher and string him up with his flashing tattle in public.
That'll make his eyes water.
Mother!
I'm going to my work, Maury.
Just off, love.
You want to get yourself in bed with some paracetamols. Never mind stocking up with custard creams.
Oh, all right. Yeah, right, love, I will. Don't worry. Ooh. Did you ring Alan?
Yeah, and I told him you won't be back on job till next Monday.
Yeah, thanks, love.
You'll keep wrapped up, won't you? And I'll try and get off early this aft.
Don't bother for me, love, I'll be right.
I'm just saying, Kev, take it steady.
Hey! I'm running that place single-handed and she's telling me to take it steady.
Yeah, we can never be too careful with a back injury.
Sally, I pulled a muscle.
Flaming football, honestly.
Look, it's not like I've cracked a couple of vertebrae out, is it? I'll see you.
Oi! I don't employ new staff for you to tell them where to get off after a couple of days.
Oh, he's been whinging to you, has he? Surprise, surprise.
I know what your game is. You're trying to get Sonny Jibber's job back, aren't you? Well, it won't work.
Look, it was hopeless. It was useless.
There was nothing wrong with him.
Yeah, well, you wasn't here. You didn't have to work with him.
Which is why it was a good idea for you to find someone new in the first place, instead of making such a fuss about me finding someone.
All right. I'll find someone. I don't know when.
Well, soon, because I don't want to hear any more stories about you turning work away. And it better be by the end of next week, or you can phone Barry Holston and tell him to come back. Of course, that could involve an apology.
Hiya. Liz, you're not ignoring me, are you?
Chance would be a fine thing, wouldn't it?
It's just a couple of small plumbing jobs and a bit of plastering needs doing.
What do you think they want the work, wouldn't you?
I know. Twice I've stopped in for him. Both times he said expect me any time between 10:30 and 2. More like any time between Christmas and whenever I feel like it, if ever.
Are you looking for handyman?
Reginald Holsworth here, manager at Weatherfield, as you know, Kirsty. Yes, you do. I was in the other day, wasn't I? Yeah, well, never mind. Look, is Eric there? I'd like to have a word with him now. What? Well, when will he be in, then? He's gone to Halifax? All right, right. Oh, Kirsty, no, just a minute. Do you know if the post of Chief Executive of Distribution is still open at Lowestoft at all? Do you know that? Is what? He can't offer it to the manager at Halifax. He's a psychopath, him, isn't he? Hey? Well, hang on. When did Mr. Furman leave? About 5 minutes ago. Ah, so he hasn't actually offered him the job. He's going to offer it to him when he gets there, is he? Yes! Kirsty, Do you think I could reach Eric on his mobile at all? It's Boss! Oh, damn! Hey, no, not you, no. Yes, ta-ta, Kirsty, yes.
Mr. Watt said you wanted to see me.
Yes, tell Norman Mr. Watt said I've gone to Halifax, right? It's in Yorkshire, Halifax.
Mr. Holdsworth?
Oh, I'm not asking for any special favours.
Well, in that case, you're looking at the week after next.
I don't want to have to take it somewhere else. I've always had it serviced here. You and Jim know the car. I always think that's important.
Well, you know what I'd do, between you and me?
What?
I'd let Jim do it. I mean, he's the one who knows the Nova inside and out, and well, he needs to work. Oh, yeah? All right. A bit stiff this morning. Laid off.
Just passing. Hey, do you remember offering me a job last night after you'd had a few?
I do, yeah.
You weren't joking then?
When can you start? You serious? I need someone by Monday.
And is there like a financial incentive for me to leave Walsh's and come here?
I'm out of my picture, Duke. I want to look desirable.
Oh, of course you do.
Well, it isn't every day that you have an interview with the press just because you've helped them catch a sex fiend.
Oh, you'll make great headlines from you, Will.
I know.
Pensioner pulverises pervert.
Oh, Phyllis and Flasher. Do you know, they should write a book about me. I've had a very interesting life, you know.
I bet.
I suppose they want to interview me and talk about capital punishment.
And what will you say?
Well, they'll expect me to say that he ought to have all his bits and pieces cut off.
Yeah, but you won't say that, will you?
Of course not. I shall say he should go to the palace with Alf Roberts for an OBE, because if anybody can make me laugh like that, he deserves a knighthood.
I'll tell you what, I always fancied playing the drums, so did Gary.
Just come down now, you're right.
Always appealed to me, I don't know why, you know.
Best take that van back in a bit.
Of course, then I realised it, but no good anyway, you know.
Eh?
Well, I've no rhythm, you know, no rhythm.
Oh, cheers for giving us a lift any road.
So listen, you dead good at all this then?
What?
Well, rhythm.
Well, not just bang 'em, really.
Oh, see, not a band then?
No, I just saw him in the shop window one day and I thought, well, you know, it was something I always wanted, so... I live in gathering dust at a man's for the past 6 months, so I just thought I'd root him out and have another go with him, you know.
Judy doesn't mind.
Mind?
Well, the noise, you know.
Oh, no, she thinks it's sexy.
Oh, really? Sexy?
Man, you how Jude thinks out sexy.
Uh-huh. Well, fair play, Dirk. Now, listen, Liz and I might not think it's too sexy, so whenever you get started, just take it easy, all right?
All right, thanks a lot, Jim. Any road.
Yeah, cheerio,
cheers
man.
out. Ta-ra.
Are you all done and dusted then?
Yeah. It was just a washer on one of the taps. I didn't want to be on the safe side, they were all rotten.
Anyway, come on, what are you going to have? I'm treating you.
Oh, I'll just have a tea cake and a cup of tea, thanks.
Right, mate, that's what I sell me.
Nice old place he's got there, Mike, eh?
Yeah, except it sounds like it's dropping to bits.
No.
No, but there is a lot wrong with it.
Yeah, but it's not structural, though, is it? It's all stuff that's easily fixable.
Anyway, come on, what do I owe you?
Oh, I'm not giving that, mate.
No, come on.
Well, it's just the price of the washers, and that doesn't amount to anything.
I want to give you a bit of something.
Well, you're treating me, aren't you?
Yeah, but I want to pay you properly as well. That way, I can get you to have a look at some of the other things that need doing. Now, I can't if you do it for nothing, can I?
There you go.
Oh, yes. Fabulous is this, isn't it? I mean, not content with humiliating me and cheating me twice, you better get me standing in the middle of nowhere. very much. I'm suffering all right. How'd you like to send a flock of locusts down here to laugh at me? Oh, no! This is it, sheep. This is what happens when people disappear. Humiliated, cheated and abandoned. Just give up hope and sink it to the ground.
Money, money, money must be funny in a rich man's world.
What's going on?
Can't you hear it?
I've called the police! Can you hear me? Can you like hear me? Oh, this is ridiculous.
Hey, they couldn't get enough of me, said I should have my own column.
What, like Nelson?
No, somewhere where I can express myself.
Did you have on the problem page, Phyllis?
You haven't got one.
Well, in that case, they should start one. A problem shared with Phyllis.
Hey, you're right. You know, I can manage something like that, can I? Hey, Percy, I'm famous. I've got my
Have none of you heard that
photograph.
racket going on down the street?
What racket?
That flaming idiot at number 9 who's got himself a drum kit.
Calm down, love, and have a drink.
I phoned the police, but they're not interested.
Hey, have a drink, what you?
And he's got his back gate locked, so I can't get up the backyard to bang on his back door. And he's got all his flaming windows open. I don't know why it is these days that when they make all this noise, they feel they have to share it with all the rest of us.
I know. Sally's just had to take the girls out to get away from it all.
Oh.
Ring him up.
I've rung him up. It's impossible. He can't hear the phone because he can't hear even banging on the front door.
Well, as soon as he stops, he'll find out exactly what I feel.
Listen, I meant to thank you about that work you put my way.
Hey?
Emily.
Oh, yeah.
And just to let you know, if any more crops up, don't hesitate to push the same stuff in my direction.
Nearly started a new lad today. I'm looking afford to match what he was already earning, so...
Well, forgive me if I look as if I couldn't care less.
Yeah, that drumming going on.
Shut up, I'm listening.
Where?
How much are these biscuits anyway? There's no price on them.
Well, it couldn't take somebody that long to get to Halifax and back, surely.
Who's she talking to?
Shh. 4 o'clock? Before? Well, of course I'll tell him, but... Yes, I know, but that's if I see him. Of course I will, yes. Yes, all right, love. Why?
Who was that?
Well, it's funny because it was Curly.
What?
Well, apparently Eric's been trying to get hold of Reg, but nobody knows where Reg is, apart from the fact that he followed Eric to Halifax at 9:30 this morning.
What for?
Well, he wanted to talk to him about the job in Lowestoft.
Oh, you couldn't keep your mouth shut, could you? You had to go encouraging him.
Well, I thought it'd be too late and I didn't think it'd matter. Anyway, apparently he never caught up with Eric in Halifax.
Thank goodness for that, because I'm not going halfway across the country just because of him. I've told him.
No, but, Mother, just listen to me.
What?
Apparently he wants to speak to Reg because he wants to offer him that job again.
Hey?
Well, apparently he went to Halifax to offer the other fella the job. Eric did. Well, that's what Curly's just said. But when he got there, didn't think he was any good. So he decided that Reg was the perfect man for the job after all. He must really want him to do it.
Well, he can't.
But he's got to speak to him before 4 o'clock. Otherwise he's going to make a decision. Wonder where he is.
Yes, hello. No, I am a member, love. What do you mean? Expired? What do you mean expired? I mean... Oh, what was it? Oh, yes. It's 19th of the 10th, 94... Oh, damn. Pardon? No, you did not send me a reminder, no. Well, yes, I mean, I need some assistance, don't I? How much? How much? Good God. Yes, very well then. Look, I'm on the A672. Yes, heading west towards Manchester. That's about 300 yards east of when it crosses the M62. Have you got that? Yes. Have you any idea how much? I mean, how long it'll be that? You're kidding me, aren't you? Yes, very well, thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you.
You were pleased. You were as happy as I was when he turned it down first time round.
Yes, I know. Thanks, Master. But I've realised since how much it means to him.
Oh, yes?
He needs a boost.
And what about me, eh? I've just got to fit in then, have I? Never mind what I want, never mind how I feel about it all.
You won't have to go to Lowestoft.
And how will I cope at home alone? We've been through all this. There's the shop, there's the house.
Mother, it's his career. It's what he's always wanted. It's top management. We'll have to find a way. I don't know. Oh, sorry. It's just that I'm always in the middle, you see. It's what she wants, it's what he wants. I can't do right for doing wrong.
And what do you want? Do you want to have to go to Lowestoft?
I could get used to it if I had to.
You're a liar.
Come on, answer the phone, will you? Answer the phone! Oh, hello, Maud, is that you?
Yes?
Right. I've broken down. I was on the way to Halifax and I've got stuck on the moors. And the rescue lot, they can't pick me up for a couple of hours. Well, is Maureen there?
No, she's just had to pop out.
All right. Well, look, when she comes back, would you just ring Curly Watts, please, and tell him what has happened? And I'll be back about 4:45, OK? Have you got all that now?
Yes.
Ta-ta, then.
Ta-ta. Edith.
Right.
All right, I'll see you. All right, bye.
See ya.
You know, if it's what he wants, then I have to support him. Surely you can see that, Mother. This is probably the last chance he'll ever get for something like this at his age.
Friggin' liar!
All right, love.
I knew you were up to something.
You're home early,
I
aren't you?
thought I told you to get this lot sold.
Did you?
I knew this would happen. As soon as my back's turned, you think you can suit yourself, don't you? Well, you can't. I've told you before, it's either that jump kit or that sit in bed. Take your choice.
Oh, June.
You know what happened last time?
I'm not allowed any hobbies, me, am I?
I could hear you the other end of Ackerman Street.
Could you?
Having me ringing in sick for you this morning. Who do you think I am, eh? Your mother?
Oh, get stuffed.
I've been banging on your door for the best part of an hour.
Did you enjoy it? Clear off.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, that's it. Go on, get us across with neighbours before we've even started.
I hope you're not going to make a regular thing of this.
Everywhere we go, everywhere we've ever been.
Because if you are, I'm going to take steps.
You can always find something to get on folks' wicks.
You never make yourself popular, you know, doing this sort of thing.
Have you heard that? Did you hear? You see, the trouble with him is he's slick, aren't you? You tell him to stop doing something and he stops, and 2 minutes later he's at it again. In one ear, out the other. There's bacteria in more brains than
Oh,
it.
I could,
Well, I'm leaving. I've made my point.
I have to be on sneaky side, please myself at all these days.
Oh, Mother always said I was the only one stupid enough to move in with you, and she were right.
Oh, go and ball your head.
You what? What did you say?
You heard.
Right, that is it.
Judy!
I've had enough. That is it. I'm leaving you. Hey, I've been slogging my guts out all day at work. I've been on the bus, getting pushed around and squashed by smelly little school kids, and all I wanted to do was come home and have a bit of peace and quiet in front of the telly. What do I find there? You playing music loud enough to drown out Motorhead, skiving off work, annoying neighbours. You like a kid, you like an overgrown infant.
You!
Oh, and you never learn, do you? No, nothing ever changes. I'm going to my mother's.
Go where you like.
I will.
We'll do what you want.
Oh, I always do.
Well, go on then.
Right then.
Ta-ra.
Cocky little bit of... You...
Andy's back. I've decided. Life's too short to worry about money. I'd rather be somewhere where I might have a laugh every now and again. Hey, here's me. I was going to phone you up. Offer you an extra tenner a week.
Hey, you're on. And apparently, when you get close to her, she's got this marvellous presence. You know, like some folk have.
Well, I've never met anyone with presents. Not since the war.
Yeah, she put a chill down your spine from 100 paces, so they say.
Well, of course, it's in the blood, isn't it? I mean, she's descended from folk who wouldn't think twice about beheading folk.
Well, exactly, yes. I mean, it's part of her heritage, isn't it, you know? I mean, I'm fascinated. I can't start to think what I'm going to feel like when I actually meet her.
Do you know, you won't believe the day I've had. Yeah. Did you get my message? Did you ring Curly?
What message? No, did you get my message?
What message?
From Curly?
No, not at all. I've been stuck me haven't on the moors all day.
What for?
Well, I rung, I told her.
When?
Are you taking me down to the Rovers, Al, for what?
Certainly, look, yeah.
Yeah, did you not? I rang, I spoke to her. Did she not?
When? Mother?
About 2:30 it was.
You've been stuck?
Yes, 2 bus days. I've only just got back into the world of the living, haven't I? I told her to pass a message.
Ring Eric.
Hey? What?
Have you rung him?
No, not since I've ever...
Ring him now.
Come on, let's go.
Wait, Mother. He's rang to offer you the job.
Well, but I thought this morning...
The position in Lowestoft, he wants you to reconsider.
No, I saw him this morning.
He didn't offer it to him. He rang to offer it to you again, but nobody could get hold of you. But he needed to know before 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock? Isn't it? Oh, wait, hey, you... Oh. I rang. I spoke to her. Hello, Kirsty. Yeah, Reg Holdsworth here. I want to speak to Eric Fountain, please. No, now, immediately. Yes. I'll kill her. I'll kill that mother.
Reg,
I will.
you're on the phone, Pete.
Oh, hello, Harry. Yeah. Hello, yeah. Yes. Yes, oh, thank you.
Come on, let's go.
Yes. What? No, I'll be first thing there on Monday morning. Of course I will. Yes, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready to go. We'll be all right, won't it?
Yes, of course.
Hey! Oh, yeah. Oh, Eric, are you still there? Yeah, you know that flasher? They caught him.
What about you, Dizzy? How's it going? You take a drink?
No, just got one, Jim. Cheers.
My fault? How do you mean my fault?
You're the one that caught that blasted flasher.
Yeah, well, I don't think you can really argue about that.
Why not? It's fact.
She's jealous because I've got my picture in Gazette.
Then don't give us stuff about you having your picture in the paper.
Now, girls, we're just here for a nice, quiet drink.
She can sit there and pester. I've come in to celebrate. Can I join you, love?
Oh, come on ahead, Phyllis.
I'm not going to Lowestoft, you know. They think I've no choice because I'm dependent on our mooring.
Yeah, I know.
But I'll not go. Wild horses wouldn't drag me there.
Well, we'll have to cope the best way we can until we can be back together, properly.
Nothing's ever straightforward, is it, Reg?
No, it's as simple as complicated as we make it, isn't it? Anyway, I'll go tomorrow and find a room or whatever, get myself ready for Monday, and then it's weekends. But I think love will find a way, Maureen. Love won't allow us to be apart for too long.
I know. I was thinking of... Oh! I was thinking of my mother.
Well, she'll come round to our way of thinking eventually, I think.
She won't.
Well, she'll have to. You'll just have to try a bit of gentle persuasion.
Like what?
Well, I don't know. Hide her teeth or something, so she gives it. Well, here's to us anyway. To the future.
It's to us.